Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. As you can see, this video is a little different. So today's video is not intentionally an ASMR video, even though I will be speaking, softly. But today's video is going to be a pick a card video, which, if you don't know what a pick a card video is, or if you haven't seen them on YouTube, basically it is a tarot or oracle card reading, and you get different piles and different decks in each pile. Today I'm working with 2 decks. So yeah, if you haven't seen any or don't know what they are, there's plenty of YouTube videos out there that explain what they are a little better, and how there's thousands to watch. I've sat and watched hundreds in one day. There's one particular YouTuber that I really like to watch. She puts out the piles like this, and then she puts some crystals on after, which is what I'm going to do. So basically what you're going to do, this is going to be pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. Now it's up to you to choose which pile you want. You can choose now, or you can choose after I put some crystals on. I like to give people the choice because I like having the choice in the video of choosing the cards before or after the crystal's been put on. Then what you're going to do is, after you've picked your pile, you're going to go down to the description and skip ahead to the pile that you've chosen. And then that will be your reading. The reading today is going to be for January 2020. So it is a what to expect, what to focus on, where to put your energy, kind of what's coming up that you can focus on and focus your energy on, and start, putting things in place for the year ahead. So let's go ahead and put some crystals on. Okay, so pile number 1, I have chosen moonstone. So I'm going to pop one on there. Pile number 2 is some pyrite. And then pile number 3 is these beautiful blue goldstone that are super sparkly and pretty. So you can pause the video, or you can choose now, it's up to you, and skip below to the card, the pile that you have chosen. Okay, and now we're going to get on with pile number 1. Okay, like I said, I am using 2 decks for this card. I am using 2 from which is a wisdom oracle cards, and I am using 3 from the astrology reading cards, and I will explain a little bit about each card as we go ahead. Okay, let me just move you a little. Okay, I've moved the camera a little, so hopefully you can see all the cards, but do not worry, I will show them up close as well. So this is pile number 1. Okay, so first 2 cards we have. The first one is wand, and it's about intention. So as I've just said about it being a January card, is to set the intention of what you want to happen throughout the year. Figure out where you need to focus your energy, what you need to focus on, and that is going to help you figure out what you need to do to get what you want this year. And in just the month of January. January is a hard month sometimes. It's after the holidays. You may not have that much money. You may be worrying and struggling about things coming up, bills or birthdays or just anything really. So it's about setting the intention, try not to worry so much. It is going to happen if you set the intention and if you focus on where you need to put your energy, what you want, where you need to put that energy. It will come, but it's up to you. You've got a wand. You have got your magic wand. It is up to you. So remember, this wand is in your hands to set your own intentions for what do you want to come and happen. It's not about anybody else. It's about you. It's not about following anyone else. It's about following what do you want to do. Setting the intention with your magic wand, wave it and let the magic happen. It's very important this time of year to focus on your vision for the year, vision for the month as well, but all around the whole year. What you want to get, what you want to achieve, and how you're going to get it without any interruptions from anybody else. This is about you. It's your time to focus on what you intend to get and to happen in your life. Okay? Next we've got the stability card, the staff. I'll show you. Okay, so let's talk about this card. Okay, so this card, stability, is usually about getting back on track, getting back to being stable, to that stability place that you need to be at to get what you want. So you may have, and you may will, because it's about January, you may lose focus and intention of what you want and how you're getting it, which that happens to everybody. It's normal, it's fine, but you need to remember, you need to get back there. You need to get back to being stable. Focus on what you want, focus on your intention. You need to be centered and grounded, and this will help you get back to figuring out what you want and focusing and setting that intention again. And personally for me, the card with stability is about being stable in all areas. So mentally, physically, at home, in relationship, friendship, family, it's being stable in all areas. If you're stable in all areas, you can just go back to focusing on what it is that is important to you to get to in the future. This off-balance struggle that you may go through between the setting the intention, being stable enough to actually get it, may be a long time. It may feel like a struggle, that it's hard work, that it is not worth it. It may be challenging, but you will be redirected and get back on track. It will happen. It needs to happen for you to, get your goals, get what you want, get what you're focusing on, what your energy is on. So do not give up. You need to keep trying, keep getting there, setting the intention, trying to do it. Maybe some meditation might help. Maybe if you don't already, manifest as well what you want and trying to use the law of attraction to help you. They may be good ideas to start doing, if not, or to think about. But any off balance that happens, do not let it put you off, do not let it stop you. You will get back on track, so don't give up, keep going. Let's move on to these cards. So these are the astrology cards. There are planet cards, zodiac cards, and then the house cards. So there's one from each pile. So we are on to Jupiter, and it says, your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Okay, so to me what it looks like here and what I see is that you get there. You get the confidence, you get the courage that you need to get what you want. This person is taking a leap of faith. He's jumped off this cliff and he doesn't know where it's going to take him, but he's took that risk, and I see that is what's going to happen with you. And there's luck there. You've set your intention, you've had a bit of a wobble, a bit off balance, but you get back on track. And then look what happens when you do get back on track. So be aware through January or even through the year that if this happens, you're off balance and you feel like it's not working and you're going off track, we'll get back on track, because you get what you want, you get it in the end. So make sure you don't give up here, and you're going to get the courage, the self-belief, the leap of faith, the confidence to jump and get what it is you are trying to get or feel. It might not be you trying to get something physically, it could be anything. It could be emotionally, it could be to do with material things, or it could just be the purpose of your life or the goal of your life. This year is about setting intentions and planning for that ahead. You are ready to grow. If it is, say, abundance, money, prosperity, materialistic things that you are trying to work towards and get, this is the time to just be, the luck is in your area right now. So this is the time to keep focusing on that energy and to keep pushing. Think big. Don't think small. This is the time to think big. Don't worry about feeling greedy or a bit selfish, or am I asking too much? Am I wishing for too much? Why not? Why not? The bigger, the better. Doesn't matter what it is, but the luck is in your area. So believe in what you want and believe that you are worth getting what you want also. This card represents growing and growth in many different forms. So it could be about the mind. So you could be opening up, as we said before, maybe to meditation and manifesting, and maybe feeling a bit spiritual, needing to look into certain areas to bring your level of confidence up even more, and learning even up even more. And it can also be about traveling as well, or exploring. So that could be places, or it could be yourself. You're exploring yourself, which is great. Okay, we're going to move on to, let's have a look at Virgo, which is a beautiful card. So it says the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant and humble, with a discriminating, diligent and painstaking air. Okay, so Virgo, I see hard work happening here, a lot of attention to detail. There is a hard work ethic as well that will take a lot of your time, but hard work pays off, so remember that. Try not to overwork yourself though. You don't want to burn out. If you are learning or planning on learning anything around this time, then I think this is the time to really focus on it and research as much as you can. Put your nose into everything really. I can see you with books upon books or online research as well. I also feel with this card that you may stray a little from friends, and most likely will be spending time by yourself. But you haven't strayed that far, you're still open to them. It's just that the focus is on you right now, you're focusing on yourself. and are independent and need space so you can go through everything you need to go through to pick out the things that don't serve you and are not needed. That's what this lady is doing, in this card. She's in this field and she's going through the things and picking out the things that's not needed, that don't serve her. Well, that's what you're going to be doing as well. This time right now is for you to focus on self-improvement in any way. So this could be health, diet, exercise, mentally, any of that really. So just remember that. Let's move on to this. Look at the 12th card. Let's do this card. So it says, this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. So this is a little similar to the last card, in the sense that you are now feeling overwhelmed. This may be because you've opened yourself up to a higher self, which could be, say, spiritually. You may have started a path of guidance, trying to understand, learn. If that is the case, I know from a little bit of experience, when you start kind of having a spiritual awakening or trying to open yourself up to more kind of spiritual options, things like this, like the tarot cards, crystals, meditation, it can be quite overwhelming because it's a lot to learn kind of all at the one time. And for me, when you are looking into one thing, you find another, you find the next thing. You look at one video, another one pops up you're interested in. So it can be quite overwhelming and a lot to take in straight away. With all of your hard work, in saying this last card, you might be a little deflated by that. Focusing and concentrating that much and kind of going through your life and things and picking out what's not needed and can take its toll. But there is light upon the horizon, light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. If you look, the card, the outskirts of this card is a little dark, but then slowly coming in on the inside, there is that sunrise coming up over the ocean horizon. So there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Everything, always comes good. This also might be a good time to calm the mind with meditation. So if you have never done meditation, not really sure what it is, never really looked into it, this might be a really, really good time to start. Meditation is quite hard to start and get into, but once you do, the benefits are so well and so good. You will enjoy it, you will love it, and like I said, this might be the perfect time to start. But I don't think that it's the time for making any big decisions right now. No big decision making. It's that stuff needs to wait until you're more stable and in a stronger place and got a bit of a more calmer mind and a bit more in control. Okay, but like I say, light at the end of the tunnel, everything will come good. Just as a bit of you time again, focus on yourself, try some meditation, it will all come good in the end. Light at the end of the tunnel on the horizon, very good. But this is the path we take. There's highs, there's a little dip, then there's highs again, there's challenges, there's struggles, and then there's greatness. You can't appreciate the great unless you've been through things that are not so great. So it's a very positive pile, actually. So yes, that's pile number 1. Okay, let's go for pile number 2, which has pyrite on it. Okay. Okay, so our Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards, we have the Witch to start with. So the Witch, which is the healer. So this card is about letting your magic flow and being the healer that you are. So this is usually to others. So if you know or see anyone that is hurting around you, it may be up to you to help heal them, guide them, what to do, how to help themselves as well. If you are a practicing witch, then you know what you are capable of and know you are naturally gifted at what you can do and have all the knowledge around you need. If you actually look at the card, you'll see the witch is out in nature. She's very good with nature. She is also carrying a basket. Sorry, my camera's a little off focus. She's carrying a basket here of the herbs that she may need, and she also has this broom next to her. I'm not sure if you can see it. So this broom is not for her to fly on, but to brush away someone's problems and help them. So that is a great card. However, if you are not familiar with any of this, if you are not sure, I'll have a quick show you. The Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards are, what they say, they're witch-based. So if you are not sure or involved with that kind of thing, then this might actually be a great place for you to start and learn, to be honest. I really think the Witch's Wisdom card and the astrology cards go quite well together. But if you are not familiar with any of this, then maybe you were sent to this video, picked that pile for a reason. This may be the time to learn and understand what ability you have and what you could do with it. Like I say, it's a witch, she's a healer, heals other people, it's great. So, but however, as it's the beginning of the year, you may need it for healing yourself before you start helping and healing others. But that's, okay. Everyone needs a little self-heal sometimes. Even the witch who's a healer, anyone who's a healer needs to heal themselves before they can heal anybody else. So that's a really good card to have. Again, if it doesn't quite resonate with you, if you're not understanding it, maybe look into these cards a little more, the meaning of them, and just maybe look into yourself a little more. You might have hidden abilities, hidden possibilities that you are yet to learn upon, which is very exciting. So next we've got the Cloak card, Concealment card, which is quite interesting actually, and I will tell you for why. So this card is about coming out from behind your cloak and showing yourself for who you really are. So you may have been hiding or afraid to reveal yourself for fear of judgment. What's interesting about this card is it's about being aligned with your inner witch. And again, if you are aligned with your inner witch, then basically there's no stopping you at the end of the day. This is the path for you. I can have two witch cards next to each other, the witch healer, and then the cloak kind of coming out from the cloak, being yourself, no fear of judgment from anyone else. And even if there is, so what? You're your own person, and that is great. And it's about, like I say, being in line with that inner witch, which is so cool. If you have lost your way, now is the time to find it. get out from behind your cloak and show everyone who you really are and be proud of it. When being aligned with your inner witch also brings a lot of wisdom with it too. So what else? Sometimes this card may be that someone is hiding something from you or keeping you from the truth, but I wouldn't worry too much because everything always comes out in the end. So if that is the case, if you have any feeling or suspect that someone might be keeping things from you, let them kind of get on with it. Truth always comes out at the end, and you'll be kind of the bigger and better person for it. So the Moon card, which is a beautiful card. It says your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. So the Moon card is basically your inner thoughts, feelings and reflection, which you can see on the card. The Moon's reflecting on the water. She's reflecting, on herself, maybe on her thoughts. You may have some unanswered questions that you need to think on and try to reflect on, which, going back to these two cards, if none of this kind of resonates with you and you don't understand it, but you're going to, and you're going to start and learn about it, well, you might be reflecting on it, you might be thinking about it, you might have unanswered questions that you will want answered. Or in this case, if someone maybe is hiding something from you and concealing a little bit of the truth, you're going to reflect on it, you're going to be thinking about it. But with this card as well, you may find help from somebody close. Someone close may help you with this, whatever's going on, the situation that you're reflecting on, needing answers with. So there, like I say, there may be a certain situation you need to reflect on and decide on what do you feel about it and how to react. But with this card, you do just need to listen to yourself and your own feelings and thoughts. Even if you take advice from someone else, someone close, it's still your own mind that matters. So just remember that. Okay, the Cancer card is beautiful. This says the energy is emotional, sensitive, caring and loving. It may concern family, a mother or child. So this card is basically about unconditional love, family life, a bond maybe between a mother and child. It says there's a picture as well. There may be some sensitivity here also and a little hurt. So, with a big family kind of unconditional love, family environment where there's a lot of love going on, a lot of love to spread and to have and give, there's going to be a little hurt or pain sometimes. But the overall feeling is a good feeling. There's never really any negative feeling within this card. The only time you really get any kind of negativity within this card is if you, or certainly if it's your children or a family member, are feeling hurt or threatened, or someone is going to hurt them. You will not stand for that, and you will feel a lot of want to stop that and prevent that from happening. But that's the only time there's ever kind of any negative feelings in this card. It's very positive, loving, very high and uplifting. There is an overall feeling of love and plenty of it. You may be exchanging love with others, so if it is children or family or your partner, and you may be receiving love and harmony, back. So that's nice. I also think with this card as well that You love to feel loved and protected and safe, and you also like to give that to others. Because you like it, you know what it does to you and how it makes you feel, all this unconditional love, protection, that you give that back a lot. You give it back probably more than you get it, which is not a bad thing, but just remember that it's a two-way thing as well. It's a two-way street. Don't give more than you get sometimes, because you may feel a little not sad, or can't think of the right word. You may feel just a bit kind of bummed out after. I can't think of any other expression. But you definitely love to give, and probably more than you receive, but you need to learn to receive a little bit more. Okay, the 6th house says the work, health and duty area of your life. So this card is going back to focusing on yourself. So if you do think of this as a little bit of a flow, of a pattern, of a story, here we've had reflection and focusing on yourself. Here we've had the unconditional love. So you've probably gave more than you've received, and now you need to go back to maybe focusing on yourself a little more. This is more with kind of health and fitness wise though. So it may be that it's just after Christmas, start of a new year. So in January, I think everyone's on a bit of a health kick, eating healthy, not eating rubbish, stopping drinking, you know, that kind of thing. So it may be that you need to start a diet or exercising, but take it at your own pace. I think that's very important. You don't want to rush anything, and it's better to, you know, take things at your own pace. You do what feels right for you, basically. This card also represents work and getting work done. Maybe not necessarily at work, it could be, but it might be things in the house, getting things in order again. So it may be that it is just after Christmas and the start of a new year, when everyone, you know, is on kind of New Year's resolutions, a bit of a health kick, not eating rubbish and not drinking and stuff. So it may be that you want to start a diet or start exercising, but take it at your own pace. Okay, and exercising anyway. This lady, she's doing yoga. So, you know, exercise is many different things. Exercise is walking down the street and back. So do what feels comfortable with you, take it at your own pace, and do what feels right. This card also represents work and getting work done. So this might actually be at work, or it could be things that you need to get done in the house. So again, going back to the fact that it is just after Christmas, you may be getting your house back in order, getting organised, maybe going back to work and organised there, getting things done and completed that you had to kind of maybe leave over the Christmas break. Getting things done, completed and finished will give you fulfillment. And card can sometimes also be a worry card, but if you are worried or concerned about anything, then that's perfectly normal and okay, and it will pass. You know, everyone has a wobble once in a while and has a bit of a worry, but don't worry about worrying too much, or it sounds a bit, it will pass. It's kind of irrelevant. What you might be worrying about isn't not important. So that is pile number 2. I hope that resonated with you in some sort of a way. Okay, let's go on to pile number 3, which has blue goldstone crystal on. Okay. Okay then. let's start down here. Okay, so the first card we have is this cauldron containment card. So this card is about keeping a lid on your excitement right now. If you have some news or something you wish to share with others, it may be a good idea to keep it to yourself for a while until the time is right. And you will know when that is. It doesn't serve you right now to get overexcited, go over the top, kind of overboil, as you might get burnt in the end. So bide your time and keep things contained right now. There might be something missing also, and you need to find out what that might be. Someone may be hiding something from you, but you need to get all the details before you make any moves. So keep whatever it is you're kind of thinking and feeling to yourself in your little cauldron. As it said, you don't want to kind of get overexcited, get over emotional, over the top, because you might overboil then and get yourself hurt. Instead, you want to gather up all the information you need to then make your move. So you've got all your truth, you know everything and understand everything before you even start. And then if you know everything, you know all the truths, no one can question that. So bide your time. It might be hard, but that is the best thing for you to do. Earth grounding card. So this card might mean that you are lacking in confidence recently and you need a hard, sturdy ground to stand on. The Earth is a grounding card, it says grounding, and supports what you need right now in this moment and will help you to feel more grounded. It might be good for you to get out in nature, get out in the earth, near trees. You can feel their energy, try to feel at one with the earth and the ground. Use your senses, your sense of sight, smell, touch, feel it, get to know nature, the ground, the earth. Try and go by yourself, somewhere quiet, maybe tranquil if you can. If not, then you could just sit in your garden or a piece of grass that's nearby at the end of the street, wherever. If you feel comfortable, go and kind of sit out in nature, on the earth, in the grass near the trees, and this will help you a lot. This will help with what you're needing right now. Stability and confidence will come back, and usually when you separate yourself and go somewhere quiet out in nature, you feel rejuvenated after. You feel fresh, you've got a clearer mind, a clear sense of everything. It's really good for you and could do you really, really well. The astrology cards now. So the planet card is Saturn, and it says the part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom. So there may be some challenges on the horizon, but that's sometimes the case, and it's not always plain sailing all of the time. However, usually with challenges, you become wiser and better after it, for it. It is actually a good thing, and you seem to cope quite well with the challenges. And if you don't think you do, or you will. You're going to learn to cope better with challenges and be wiser and better for it after. Challenges always make us smarter and better. This is also about personal growth as well, which is a great thing. Personal growth in any sense is a great thing. And every cloud always has a silver lining, so look for that and you will see them. So don't dwell, worry and focus too much on challenges that may be coming up, or that you know are coming up, or that kind of spring on you. They're going to help you. Everything makes you stronger. So remember that. Please just remember that. Focus on the silver linings. Do not focus too much on the challenges that come your way. They're there to help. They're there to make you wiser and stronger and better. Okay? Okay, so on to Capricorn next. So this is the Capricorn card, and it says the energy around you is serious, materialistic and hard-working. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So this card is about hard work and climbing to the top for your ambitions. There may be a rocky time ahead, as you can see. You know, this goat is carrying a lot of weight on his back and he's climbing up such a rocky mountain. It's hard work, and it's going to take a lot of time to get there. A lot of, pain and aching. But if that's what you want to succeed, that's what you need to do, and then success will come. You will be able to find all of the tools you need as well to get there, to the top. So he's carrying everything he needs to get there, and eventually he's going to get there with everything that he's carrying. You are successful in what you do, and you will be successful in what you continue to do, and you do it properly. Your mantra is, if a job's worth doing, then do it well. Do it properly. It's worth doing properly. Hard work and a lot of success comes from this card. A lot of hard work and a lot of success comes from this card. And the 7th house says this area of your life is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business or family. So the 7th house card represents love, romance, partnership, family, finding common ground with someone close who you have things in common with. You will be feeling emotions and gain insight into the relationships you are in or about to be in. If you are single, then it may be that a relationship is about to blossom. And this card is for the long-term relationships, or even marriage. This card can also represent other types of relationships too, so not just with a partner, but it could be with friends and family. And it also includes maybe not so very good ones. You will decide if you want these people in your life or not, if they serve you for the greater good or not. And your focus will then be on the people that you have in your life and want to keep around you, that give you what you need and want from them. So that was pile number 3. I hope that resonated with you in some sort of way and enjoyed that reading. So that comes to the end of our video today, everyone. Please let me know if you enjoyed this video. It's something a little different. I enjoy watching these videos and doing these at home, and I would like to incorporate them into my channel and do things a little different every now and then. If you would like an ASMR version of this, I could probably do that too. Just let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all again in the next video.